Today I'm going to make biscuits, and these are Cathead biscuits. They won't be rolled out and cut, they'll be squeezed out. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've got about 2 tablespoons of butter here in my pan. I've got my oven preheated to 450, so I'm going to put this in the oven and let the butter melt. Now in this bowl here, I've got 2 cups of self-rising flour, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I'm just going to stir that together a little bit to mix it up. Then I'm going to put in 1/4 cup of butter and 1/4 cup of shortening that I cut into little chunks, and I put in the freezer for about 15 minutes. I'm just going to take my hand and combine this with the flour. Kind of squeeze it through my fingers until it's divided evenly in the flour. You can also do this in a food processor, which I have done it that way before. But this is the way my mom used to make biscuits, so I'm doing it her way today. Now that that's all pretty well combined, I'm going to add a cup of buttermilk. I'm going to stir it together. Now I'm going to go in with my hands and continue mixing it. Got some extra flour here and put on my hands. And I try to get it to where it will hold together, but it's not too dry. So that's feeling pretty good right there. Now I've got my baking pan out of the oven here, so I'm going to start squeezing out my biscuits. And I'm going to put flour on both hands and just squeeze out what I need. And you can make them smaller or you can make them bigger. But that's about the size that I like them. I'm going to keep adding flour to my hands so that the biscuits don't stick. And I'm not real good about getting them all the same size, but that's all right. They taste the same. Now I've got all the biscuits patted out here on the pan. I ended up with 8 biscuits. So I'm going to put them in the oven at 450 degrees, and I'm going to bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes. It's been about 20 minutes and the biscuits are out of the oven. They're a nice golden brown. I've got some melted butter here, and I'm just brushing the tops of them with the melted butter to give them a little extra flavor. And we'll be enjoying these with gravy, or maybe some sausage, or maybe even some cushaw butter. Whatever we decide to have with them, they're going to be good.